Hey champions, Arian, Tyson, the Moving Motivator here. Feel free to like, comment, or share this video. I want to talk to you briefly, and I want to share how I define greatness. I was asked the question, how do you define greatness? And so I'm going to preface my comments by saying that this is how I define greatness. There is no one definition of greatness, or there's no one true way, one definite way to define greatness. But for me, I define greatness as being in a position where you realize being good is not enough. Most people have good in them. Matter of fact, everyone has some type of good in them. But a lot of people, they get complacent. They just stay there and think that that's all it takes for them to, live a modest life, so on and so forth. But when you realize that being good is not enough, then that's where greatness comes in. That's where greatness steps in. That's the next level. Because I believe that there are levels to this thing. And greatness is that middle level. And so you have good, you have greatness, and then you have being phenomenal. Greatness is when you realize that you can't do it on your own. Greatness is when you realize that there is a level of confidence that you must have and a level of humility you must have. You have to believe in yourself even when no one else does. And in the process of you believing in yourself, you actually have the ability, the confidence, and can take the position of making believers out of other people. When you have the ability to do that, when you recognize that as a key component in elevating from just being good and recognizing that good is not enough, then you start to tap into your greatness. People who have greatness in them, people who are defined by greatness, they actually listen. They don't know it all. They realize that they can't get to where they want to be by themselves. Someone had to pave the way. They understand the importance of getting a mentor. They understand the importance of having a coach. For example, Michael Jordan is highly regarded and universally recognized as the greatest basketball player of all time. But he went through that period of struggle where in high school, he got cut from the basketball team. Then he tried again. Then when he got to the pros, statistically, he was doing his thing. I remember him putting up 63 points against the Boston Celtics at the old Boston Garden. But the Boston Celtics won that series. Not only did the Boston Celtics win that series, they went on and won the championship. And so, even though Michael Jordan, by the numbers, was good and actually great, it wasn't until he got help. It wasn't until the Scottie Pippens of the world and Phil Jackson, the legendary coach, came along. And he elevated from being a good basketball player, a prolific scorer, to the greatest player of all time. Because it was enhanced because he helped make people around him better. You know, if you didn't have, we don't know what would happen if, you know, if Scottie Pippen wasn't one of the best lockdown defenders, 94 feet. We don't know what would happen. But one thing that I do know, even with the greatness of Michael Jordan never won a title without Phil Jackson or Scottie Pippen, and vice versa. So, but together, they won 6 titles. They did 2 three-peats. That's greatness. And then he came back after retiring and went to go play baseball, which he was not so great at, and came back and won 6 titles and won 3 more titles. So that's greatness. That's greatness. Finally, I would say that greatness requires you overcoming some type of adversity. I think about the great Muhammad Ali, the greatest, no question. I think about Ali, who was stripped of the heavyweight title after refusing to not fight during the war because of his personal beliefs. And so as a result, he was stripped of the title and he went to jail. Now, did Muhammad Ali win every fight? No. But because he was able to overcome that, he went to jail as the heavyweight champion of the world. But then he got out of jail and ascended back to the throne. He showed his greatness, and then because of that, he was able to say, literally, you know, he's the greatest. He defeated people with his mind, as well as his punching power. And so, that's greatness. You can't do it by yourself. You have to have confidence within yourself. And there's a difference between having confidence and having arrogance. You got to have confidence in yourself. You have to, but most important, you have to exercise humility. Because ultimately, if you don't, life will humble you. So you might as well stay humble. You might as well stay humble and exercise humility on your own before life punches you in the mouth. So that's how I would define greatness. So I want to know, how would you define greatness? So if you got value from this, feel free to like, comment, and share this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. In life, you have 2 choices. You can make moves or you can make excuses, but you most certainly cannot do both. It's Arian, Tyson, the Movie Motivator, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.